So what Robert Sachs tell y'all? We have another unsolved mystery of Pacific View, the beautiful blue sea of Pacific View of Newport Beach. Just another unsolved mystery. Stuff went down. Hentai virus is around. Hanavirus, antichrist, we see in the end time, man. Stuff is getting ugly. Stuff is getting brutal. So some stuff went down in the Southside. And a crime. You know what I mean? Stuff went down. As you see, I'm a nigga in the Southside, in the alleyway. Spots. I went to go get my sub the other night. Actually, I met a new girlfriend. I can't spell out her name. She had something real weird with Mexico. Something real weird and real freaking unpronounceable with Mexico. Yasmin or something like that. She was giving me a real good, friendly, good vibe. So it's the first night I went in, right? First night I went in. And we were being so friendly and cool and laughing with each other and everything. And I actually offered her a ring. Just offered her a ring. You know what I'm saying? She said she was married. So I was like, oh, okay. I backed off. I respected that. I have no choice but to respect that. So the next day I come in. Next day I come in. And I have it recorded. I come in the next day. And she did a dirty, evil, wicked, with the devil, Satan's friend move. Cold-rated move. Oh, my bad. I forgot. That's right. There's more to the story. There's more to the story here. More to the story here. You know, I had to be prideful. You know, my pride had to get in the way, and I had to show my new ink and everything. I showed my new ink, my Thug Life ink, Nigga in the Alley ink to her, and my Jack in the Box tattoo. She noticed my Jack in the Box tattoo right here. And I had told her that that was a mark that I had actually received in a Black versus the Latino warfare riot that had went down between the blacks and the Mexicans that I survived with the fish streeters. I was jumped, Jack in the Box, right across the street. There it is right there, right across the street from Tustin High School. It was supposed to be a one-on-one affair, but they called up a whole army and hundreds of them, and there was only 15 of us. And I was one of them that was down and got down and did what I said I was going to do and nearly got killed in the matter. Neither here or there. They don't understand a whole lot of English to even pronounce anything, so they just automatically jump to conclusion. It's not a good idea to be showing them this stuff or telling them this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, my pride had gotten in the way, you know what I mean? And my excitement of Shakur had gotten in the way of things. So I turned around and I showed her it, you know what I mean? I showed to it, and I forgot about that. So the next time I go in, I told her the story, too, in my flirtatious time. So I showed her my stomach ink of the Southside, the alley boys, nigga in the alleyway, nigga on the south side, and I showed her also the Jack in the Box one, where it was the blacks versus the Latinos rioted at Jack in the Box. We were outnumbered and outgunned, and we lost major. We put hands on them, but we also were outgunned. I got jumped nearly to death, nearly killed in the matter. I like 5 cholos, something like that, hit from behind, knocked completely out, nearly dead. But yeah, long story short, I go in the next day and I go in the next day and I go to go get the sub and start talking to her. And I noticed she had a hickey on her neck. She had a suck mark on her neck, a hickey the next day from this, I guess, husband that or whatever. So totally just played me, totally just dishonored me, disgraced everything, absolutely disrespectful, low blow. This is what they do. Low budget, Southside, filthy move right there of Mexico. A place, and that niggas are outnumbered in general. It's rare that a nigga will even come up to you and even press you over here in this crime. Found a hickey on her neck. Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. So I played it off, as y'all see in the video. I'll play it off, go along, still keeping good service and everything, keeping everything professional. You know what I mean? Didn't want to make no scene about it or anything like that, make a big issue. So I get my sub and I go home, right? You know what I mean? I don't say nothing about it. We're just kind of joyfully keeping it friendly. I thought she's absolutely friendly, right? She was just like a dream to me. One of the most friendliest Latinas I ever met. But see, the system is so messed up right now. We got so much just shady stuff right now. Now a antivirus and everything. Stuff is just very devious and deceptional and wicked and filthy right now. And whatever happened with OG Wicked in the hood, right? So I get my sandwich and I go home. I play it off. I ignore it. Then things get worse. I'm eating my sandwich. I eat my first sub. I get to my first sub and everything's all good. I get on to the second round of the sub. And I find a big piece of hair in the bread. It was cooked into the bread, and it was gray, and it was freaking nasty looking. It was gray and black. So I don't know how this happened or what went down, but I found a huge piece of hair cooked into the bread. And I was absolutely just disgusted and in filth. And I feel like I got set up. I feel like definitely I got set up. Also the hickey also being a setup, and I'm staying the hell away from the place for the remainder of time. I'm not going back around them. You know, I feel that this is definitely a move of the wicked devil, Pharaoh of Egypt. You know what I mean? It's filthy. It's disgusting. It's absolutely evil. And she was still being friendly with me. She was still helping me out. So that's what I didn't get. I don't know. Maybe it's an unsolved mystery. We don't know who's behind this, or if this might just be. First of all, a hickey ain't a coincidence. Okay, right? That's something intentionally done right there. That's something right there. She did that on purpose to make a statement about this fool, right? So that we know that there's something going on here. That's number one, is that there was a hickey in the process of the matter. Okay? And that's going to take about a week to go away. A week and a half, basically. It's basically like a middle finger from the dude to me. So I felt it was very disrespectful, very filthy, very outrageous, and not cool. So maybe it was my pride get in the way. Maybe it was something with Tupac because I'm feeling myself, or whatever the case is. But um, I got in some trouble. I fell in some trouble, and now this is an unsolved mystery that we're not going to be able to solve. That I feel definitely we're not going to be able to solve. We're not going to be able to see or even know what happened here. But all I know is the girl had a hickey on her neck, which is one very satanic, evil, filthy blow. She has some shady tattoos, something that resembles a 666 on her neck. I asked her about it. She made some stuff up about it. But, there's a lot of conspiracies and question marks about Subway. We all know that Subway has its shady stuff going on. We have a lot of shady things going on in our world right now, including a new virus that's growing. It's called antivirus or something like that. And we have a lot of shady stuff going on. So, I'm taking this in mind that this wasn't no accident. This was intentional. Okay, this is intentional. Okay, done. I found this hair in my food. Okay, a huge piece of hair in my food, and I also found what resembled what also had found a hickey. So that's two conspiracies, two mysteries, unsolved mysteries that, well, I don't know. Well, no. Maybe it could. I don't think the hickey can't be a coincidence. She came in there and put that mark on her, to let it be known. That's no coincidence. That's no accident. I know that much. And the hair, where did the hair come from? It was cooked into the bread. So it was specially waiting for me when I came in there. So this is the end times, man. You know what I'm saying? We see in the end times, man. You know what I mean? It's getting crazy. The markings of the beast that we see, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And stuff is just getting absolutely crazy. We got a Southside female, resembled a Southside female, doing some shady stuff with a brother. You know what I mean? Trying to get at her. I'm sure I'm the only brother that will come across her anytime soon because Anacrime is just checked out, burnt out, you know what I mean, and just destroyed. It's a filthy place, okay? I just happened to stop on through, and I hate even doing that. I hate even doing that because I feel like I'm the only brother even around. It's just terrible. I feel like it's like town, it's like freaking Tijuana. And this shady stuff continues to happen with me over here because I feel like I'm so out of place. So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? But I know I'm staying out of there. I'm not going back to her ever again. Staying away from her. Not looking to horse around any further. And watch my stuff. Food is getting really messed up. We're seeing famines in many different places. We're seeing wars. We're seeing the end times, man. Nation turning against nation. Somebody might have talked to her and told her to do this. I don't know, behind the scene. Stuff is getting real crazy and ugly, man. You know what I mean? I'm getting some crazy notifications. So I was saying we're seeing the end times. I'm stopping at 15 minutes. Moses' song, victory over the wicked devil, pharaohs of Egypt. Victory over them. God opened the ocean up to Moses. God's Israelites closed it on those wicked devils of pharaohs of Egypt. Put your faith in heaven above. Amen. God bless everybody. The end is here.